Welcome to my review of WandaVision Episode 3. As always, these reviews have spoilers. Watch the episode before we talk about it because there's so much to dissect in this one. So without any further ado, I need to get into it. Let's talk about it. Now in color and in the 70s, Wanda's pregnancy fritzes her powers and she and Vision prepare for an accelerated delivery. And before I crack on my review, I want to welcome you to the channel and to this video, whether you're a familiar face or you're new to it. And if you're new to it, please consider clicking the subscribe button because it helps me out, it helps me put these videos out, and it's free for you. I also have merch on sale on TeePublic and Redbubble, links in the description, so go join the geeky community and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That's always the most important part, is you starting the conversation. Now that's just the first part of the episode, and it brings on the comedy, the wackiness. It starts raining inside a house, the paintings on the wall start turning upside down, there's a literal stork in the house. Geraldine, aka Monica Rambeau, helps Wanda with the delivery as Vision goes and gets the doctor, and they're trying to maintain this a secret because she got pregnant overnight and is delivering the babies overnight. So that first half is just spectacular 70s comedy in the vein of the Brady Bunch. And the new opening, which this is like that show where I'm never going to skip the opening because of course it's always different, but it's always so unique and so vibrant and so just cool overall. And so that first half of the episode, I'd even say the first 20 minutes are really maintaining the standard that we've seen in the previous episodes, but now we actually have more layers to it come those final 10 minutes that become a thriller filled with tension from beginning to end. There's this really cool element where Vision and Wanda are discussing the name of the child because they don't realize they're gonna have twins, and so they're discussing between Billy, aka William, and Tommy, which is their son's names, in the comments. And I think that's really cool that the second one in this comes as a surprise. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about this show, especially about that first half, which is full-on comedic 70s sitcom. They're just fearless with their storytelling. There's even a moment where Vision starts to realize something is wrong, but then there's this weird cut where at the time I didn't even realize, oh, it just cut, but it's precisely just what happened. Wanda cut the scene back a bit to make Vision not realize what was happening, and she does that again later in the episode with Geraldine, but we'll get to it. Before we get to those final 10 minutes and the scene with Vision and Herb and Agnes, and then what happens with Geraldine and Wanda inside the house as they're looking over the twins, there are two moments that caught my eye. And that is, of course, the new commercial of Hydra soap. So for sure, Hydra is involved in this somehow. I'm guessing they want to get their hands on Wanda's powers or controller. Maybe they're the ones that made a deal with Mephisto in the first place. And then we have Sword who's trying to stop Hydra, of course. But another moment is when Vision is saying goodbye to the doctor after they deliver the twins. And he asks if he's going on a trip to Bermuda. And the doctor says, small towns, they're hard to escape. And then we have the following sequence with Vision and Agnes and Herb, and they're very suspicious of Geraldine. Now, after that first moment with the doctor saying it's hard to escape small towns, my mind immediately jumps to two hypotheses. Number one is that these people are aware of what is going on, but they're just afraid of the devil, and that's just it. They're super afraid, so they're not sure what to do, but they're not necessarily evil themselves. My second hypothesis is that Wanda is so overwhelmingly powerful, she cannot even control what these people are aware of. So that's why sometimes she has to rewind the tape. Vision is out of control. These people are out of control. So maybe they're real people, that they're just in that dome that we see by the end of the episode, and they're just breaking through the spell at a few moments, enough to hint the audience and of course Vision in that moment that something is not quite right. So let's go to my favorite moment of the episode, when Geraldine and Wanda are looking over the babies and they start to talk about the fact that they're twins. They came as a surprise, and Wanda, she's a twin. She had a brother named Pietro. And we start to see the Sokovian accent coming back. She starts to sing a lullaby in Sokovian. And then Geraldine says,
he was killed by Ultron. wasn't he?
Now, after she says this, I jumped off my couch. I was like, we're gonna get super big advancements. And Elizabeth Olsen, congrats to her, because the way she shifts her performance from that entire first half of the episode, the entire first 2 episodes, up until this point, she becomes really fucking scary. And when you remember that she almost defeated Thanos all by herself, you know this is not a moment to joke around. She's giving this look to Geraldine. She realized something. She doesn't want this fantasy world to break apart and be destroyed, because she's just happy in this. She is super happy with her husband, with their children. She doesn't want this to break away. And from that moment on, she starts to interrogate Geraldine. She noticed the necklace on Geraldine, and it is the sword emblem. So here's my theory. Geraldine / Monica Rambeau goes voluntarily into this world, into this literal dome around this little town of Westview, and goes in there to try to help Wanda and Vision, or just Wanda, because Vision is dead, to get out. But Wanda's powers are so powerful, you can lose yourself and lose touch with reality in there. So she keeps that necklace, and maybe some other things in other episodes we'll see. Something that reminds her what she's doing. So that necklace of sword reminds her that she's working for Sword. But now she's out of that dome. Wanda has expelled her. When Vision comes back after that odd interaction with Agnes and Herb next to the fence, he comes back and Geraldine is no longer there. And Wanda just says she has to rush home. So Wanda knows what is going on, but she is afraid to face it herself. I think her powers are even being too much for her. But these last 10 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever it was, the latter part of the episode, just freaking amazing. This show literally just got better. This is my favorite episode so far. And the fact that we now know the budget is over $200 million and 200 something million for this, that latter half of the show is going to get wacky, my friend. It's going to get insane. It's going to get sci-fi as hell, and I cannot wait. But so far, this has been holy satisfying. I was so scared of Wanda. They keep doing an amazing job with their storytelling. The acting is on point, and I am just falling deeply in love with this show. So those are my thoughts on the 3rd episode of WandaVision, filled with spoilers. I want to know what you thought. Is this your favorite episode? What are your theories for next week's episodes? And what do you think is going on? Let me know all of that in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. You are the best. Stay tuned for many more videos. I'll have reviews for The Dig and The Mauritanian coming very soon, and another WandaVision video, a very special one, coming later today. So I hope to see you there, and until then, stay beautiful, stay geeky, but most importantly, above everything else, forever and always, love each other, and love the movies and TV shows.